So today we are going to talk about several ways to get your clients to talk about you, engage with you, and more importantly, share their experience. Come listen.
Welcome to Life Reimagined with Wendy. I believe we were fortunate to grow up in a unique time in our culture that is helping shape our lives over the age of 45. We are redefining what our lives are like today and pushing the boundaries of what a 45-year-old, a 50-year-old, a 65-year-old, or years young and true adventurer really looks like. Many of us are newly blazing trails and carving out our own purpose-driven path forward. Yep, there have been many unexpected road twists that helped you get here today, but many times these turn out to be blessings. They help you more clearly define what you want. So join me for insights and interviews that show you can face these unexpected challenges and you can come out on the other side stronger and happier. You can make your best days ahead and you can reimagine your next.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode on our Behind Her Brand podcast. I am your host, Kimberly DeShill Spencer, and if you're new to our podcast, I am actually the CEO of Behind Her Brand. And Behind Her Brand is a community of professional women, from corporate leaders to business owners, to people who are highly successful to people who are just starting. We are a community of women that believe in supporting each other, inspiring each other, challenging each other. And we do this through a multimedia platform, from sharing content on our podcast, our magazine that's national in thousands of stores, our YouTube channel, which features amazing interviews and some other fun content. We have a robust newsletter community. There's so many different things that we do. And we have events that you guys will be hearing about more shortly. But we are a community that believes in supporting you. And so, as I mentioned, one of the ways we do that is through the podcast. So I wanted to share with you guys today on a topic about some simple ways for you to get your clients and customers more engaged and, more importantly, talking about you. Okay. If you've been in business for any length of time, you know that it's so important that you give people that have signed up for your services or hired you for whatever it is that they hired you for, to give them a great experience and, more importantly, hopefully help them get the results that they were seeking. And another thing that you probably are aware of is that word of mouth is obviously the best form of marketing, right? We know that that's considered by many to be the most desired form of marketing. The trust, referrals, and overall brand buzzing that's garnered through customers spreading like their experience with you, their excitement, their results, and all the different kind of things. Honestly, just that alone is worth its weight in gold. We know that. And if that is something that you are challenged in, I definitely want you to continue to listen. If you're not challenged in that, I still want you to listen, because maybe some of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you are things that maybe you haven't revisited in some time. Because word of mouth isn't the only form of marketing. It's not the only way to get clients engaged and talking about you. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Here are 6 ways that you can get your customers talking about you and your organization. The first thing is ask them. I cannot begin to tell you how challenging it is for some people to feel comfortable asking their clients for testimonials, or testing them, or asking them for some type of feedback on their experience with them. The best word of mouth starts with word of listen. Okay, let me share what that means. Call your customers up and ask them, why did they buy? Why did they stick around? Why did they tell friends about you? It's very important that you understand the why, because oftentimes when they tell you what their experience is, if you go to your marketing and you don't find that information, that people are saying that, hey, when I work with you, I feel heard, I feel seen, I feel challenged. I love the concepts that you gave me. When I implemented X, Y, and Z, this is the results I've gotten. If that information isn't tied to your marketing, you're missing some valuable real estate there. It's important to make sure that what you're hearing, what you're listening to, is showing up in your marketing. Okay. You might be surprised by some of the answers that they share. And here's a big hint. It's usually not the stuff that you have in your new marketing brochure, or that you're putting in your blog or your newsletter. Okay. You stand a far greater chance of attracting the right customers and clients that you want, and the right kind of buzz that you're looking for, if you really understand what your customers' value is when they see your company or when they work with you. Their value comes when you ask them, like, why did you stay as long as you did? Why did you stay connected to our brand? Why do you support me in the ways that you do? Why do you always send great referrals to me? What is it about working with me prompts you to do these different things? Okay. As I mentioned, this is such great gold because this allows you to really make sure that you are sharing with people why people tend to work with you. And this goes for like online, social media, all the different type of things. Okay. And this is what I would call listening, the word of listening to what they're saying, listening to what their experience is. Now, the second thing is, and I do share this often if you've listened to several of our podcasts, I'm a big believer in that when people work with you, you should be teaching them something, helping them, educating them, doing something in that space. Sometimes great word of mouth just happens, right? But sometimes you got to kind of help it along. And here's what I mean. One way to do this is to make sure you're teaching your clients, your customers, how to refer people to you. And I know that probably sounds strange, right? How do you teach someone to refer? How do you teach somebody to refer someone to you? Here's the thing. When you're very clear on the people that you're supposed to serve, you're very clear on your product and your offerings, your services and things of that nature. It's very important that when people say, hey, how can I refer someone to you? What can I do to support you? A lot of times they don't know. They may post a really great review. They may send out a mass text or email. But here's the thing. Generally, when that happens, it's kind of a spray method. It doesn't really land on the people that really might be able to utilize what you do. So I know that one of the things that I've always done when people ask me, who is it that you're looking for? I'm very clear on the type of person that I want to work for. It's a great, work with. It's a great, great thing to hone in when you're asking people that have enjoyed working with you and have had a great experience with you, is to share with them the type of referrals that you're looking for. Okay. Another thing is to teach them what a prospect might say when they're looking for like whatever it is that you're offering, from products or services or events. Okay. Educating people will save them any kind of frustration when they feel like, well, I'm trying to tell people, but I don't know what to say, or I don't know who you're trying to search for. When you educate people in that space and let them know, here's what I'm looking for, here's what I'm offering, and here's some suggestions on how you can share that information, it will give them the confidence on boldly asking people, not asking, I shouldn't say asking, but boldly sharing with people their experience, and sharing with people that they may know and say, you know what? This person did this for me. You really should join their program, or you really should go to their event. You really should consider checking them out because you're like me, or we have similar experiences, whatever that might be. When people feel that and they can communicate that, it literally lands differently than when they just spray out a general, this person's amazing. Okay. So I'm going to encourage you, and before I go to the other ones, is one, if you have not asked someone for a referral or for testimonials, anything of that nature, I want to really challenge you to do that. Another thing, if you feel like people don't know what to say, or here's another way to look at this, if you're getting referrals that really are not in alignment with what you do, it's okay to share with people what you're looking for so that they can send you the referrals that are the best fit for you and your company. Okay. Okay. So here's another thing. Highlight them. Letting a customer testimony or success story go uncaptured, untold is just not a great thing. Okay. In the world of marketing, you do not want to let success stories, testimonials, things that people share with you go unnoticed. Today, in today's world, you want to share that. You want to post it. You want to let people know, like, man, I really appreciate what this person has shared about me. Because here's the thing. When someone takes the time to write any kind of review, any kind of sentiment, any kind of story, any kind of result, that says something about how they feel about you. I don't take that for granted. I even go as far, and some people think I'm so crazy with this, when I post things and people congratulate me online. I like going through every single one. Sometimes it takes me a day or two to get through all of them, but it's okay. I like to be able to say, so-and-so, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate you saying that. I personally like doing that, just my own personal thing. I know some people will be like him, that takes away a lot of time. But for me, it lets them know that I appreciate it. I appreciate the time that someone has wrote a congratulatory message, or have shared a result that they gained, or shared their experience about working with me, or if they got one of our products or magazines, etc. If they really enjoy it, it makes me feel good to be able to say, you know what? I appreciate you publicly sharing this. I want to thank you publicly as well. It makes them feel like, and this is what I've heard from someone. Let me say it this way. I've had people say, I appreciate publicly recognizing the work that you do, or my experience with the events, or enjoying the magazine, or whatever it might be, because you actually respect the fact that I sent in this review. And I can't tell you how valuable that is. Okay. So make sure that when people do that, post it, share it, put it out there, because it does matter. Okay. Now here's another thing too. You can do this in a number of different ways. People can post reviews In today's world, you can easily record customer testimonials on your Android, iPhone, whatever it is that you use. You can do video testimonials over Zoom to record their real success stories, where you can kind of interview someone that has worked with you. This is another really excellent way to kind of star some of your key clients. These real life bits of content are such gold, as I mentioned, because you turn your future customers into like a part of your brand. They become like a part of your branding team because they're sharing their experiences. And that to me is really key. Many people that I know that are very successful do this next step too. They also host like customer parties, and they film it and they share, getting their most valued customers in a room, thanking them, celebrating them, and encouraging them. We do this a lot through our Thanksgiving get togethers, or sometimes our holiday get togethers. And our goal is to start moving that even to do one maybe in the spring, because we really value when people don't mind sharing, or even just partnering with us on helping our business grow. And we want to make sure that in kind, we support them in their different efforts and endeavors and things of that nature. Now, the fourth area is include them, okay? People like to be asked what they think. It's just human nature, but it's also a great way to get some sound advice. Create a roundtable discussion group, maybe it's of your select customers. You don't have to charge or nothing like that, but ask them. Say, I would love for you to review some of the things that we have coming up. I do this faithfully. I've been doing it since I've been in business. I'll get a select group of customers on a Zoom call, and we'll talk, and I'll share with them, here's some things that we're thinking about. Or do these fit your needs? Do you feel like this is a great offering? Do you feel like us structuring this is going to be able to help challenge you, move you forward, etc.? We ask a number of questions. It's a lot of fun. We get some excellent feedback. When they feel included, they know that we really care about the quality of work and content that we're putting out there. So this is a really excellent way to also create engagement with your customers. The fifth way is video them. People are more likely to respond honestly to a personalized video over a generic one any day. Think about it. Our inboxes are flooded with so much information, people selling us, people updating us, all these different types of things. But there's a really cool tool, and there's many of them similar to this, Loom, where you can send like a potential prospect, client, customer, you can send a personalized message about something maybe you saw on the website, or maybe something that you heard that they're doing, or award that they won, or maybe you just want to tell them thank you for working with you or hiring you, whatever it might be. Sending a personalized message, I mean, it sets you apart. It just does. We've done these so often whenever we're sending out thank yous, or when we're sending out, hey, I saw something that you posted and shared, and man, you're killing it. So just wanted to jump on here and tell you that I see you, I support you. That personalized email, and they can click on it and see an email message from you, literally means the world to so many people. So I encourage you to consider that. And the last thing, and I always like to say the best for last, is surprise them. Surprise them. I absolutely love sending surprise gifts out to clients. I just do. I don't do it to elicit like for them to post and share. It's not about that. I just like to surprise them, because I always feel like when someone invests their time, their energy, their finances, they invest like even the emotional, all the commitments that come with working with people. When they invest that in you, I want to say thank you. And if you haven't done that in your business, like done random surprises, reach out to people that are always so present, who maybe they're always commenting on when you're posting something and they're a customer client of yours, or maybe they're sending you referrals all throughout the year. You don't have to wait till the holiday season. Surprise them mid-year. Send them something that you know they would absolutely love. Like I have a client, and I swear she absolutely loves bacon. So I created a box of bacon popcorn, bacon candy, bacon air freshener. Yes, that does exist. I just created this really fun box of bacon stuff. And oh my gosh, she couldn't have called me quicker when she got it. She was like so overjoyed. And she was like, it just felt so personal to her. And it was a fun surprise, right? It said, you know what? You just always shine. You shine bright in my life. You shine bright in the things that you do to support me. And I just wanted to do something that I know that you would enjoy. I mean, give you something that I know that you would enjoy. And I didn't do that so she can stay. I didn't do that so she can, blast on social media. I did that because I value the fact that she chose to invest her time into what we do. So think about your business. Think about the key people that maybe you can recognize. Maybe someone's been with you for quite some time. Someone's referring. Someone's always encouraging, supporting you. Whatever it is, surprise them. You don't have to buy nothing. You can just send a card. You can just do something very simple just to say, man, I am so grateful to you. Those gestures mean the world. So these 6 different areas, from asking, from teaching, from highlighting them, from including them, video them, are really great ways to keep people more engaged with your brand, more connected to you, and more importantly, they're going to share more about their experience with you. So I hope this was helpful, some good reminders there. And if you're not using some of them, I encourage you to implement at least one of them. And let's see how things go. Okay. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us again on our Behind Her Brand podcast. And again, I'm your host, Kimberly DeShiel Spencer.